Hello, my beautiful collective. My name is Calum. I'm an empath, a psychic, and an oracle of sorts. And welcome to Full Mental Alchemy. I'm going to be doing a specific reading today for somebody this was meant to find. If this video found you, you were meant to hear it today. I just finished a general reading, and usually I only do like one reading per day, but I felt called to do another one. So we're going to start with the Wicca Oracle cards in a moment. Before we get started, I'm going to ring this bell. If you haven't been here before, the bell is so that we can clear the energy around us, get us off on even footing so that we can deliver a concise and clear message. If you have a sound sensitivity, I would turn your volume down because it can be a little loud. But I'm going to ring the bell in 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's get started. We're starting with the Inspirational Wicca Oracle cards by David Marr, or Marray, I don't know. Let's see what the message is about today. Spirit, what does the collective need to hear at this time? I hope you're having a wonderful moment in time. I know we're starting, the energy's starting to pick up. Things are like we're getting a little like the reading I just did talked about this like anxious energy for things to get going and the need to like slow down and appreciate the moment that we're in. I almost feel like this is a love reading. I was getting like this lovey-dovey sort of vibe when I pulled out these cards. So let's see what that's about. Give me a card, Spirit. What's this a message about? We have two cards. Card number 11 and 12. Taking flight and pleasure as eternity. That's very interesting. You know, it's actually crazy. I saw a hawk outside of my window this morning when I woke up. Not like sitting outside, but it was flying around my building. And it's just interesting that there's hawks all over this card. I feel called to just like really let you guys take in the energy of this. Taking flight and pleasure as eternity. What I'm getting from this is like some kind, yeah, no, this is definitely, I'm getting love vibes from this very heavily. I feel like there's a chance for you to see love in a new light. Pleasure as eternity is a card of appreciating all of the aspects of life, finding the value in pain, finding the joy, and finding how comforting it can be in your own presence, finding the beauty in opposites, perceived opposites, because it's all like two things can exist at the same time. And there may be this energy of having to balance that. Like as things are taking off, learning to you know, and it's interesting how this card is kind of like depicting the night with the moon above his head, and then this card has the sun out. It's like this duality of night and day, which maybe this is like a person or a situation that's coming in that it is going to be like night and day. Sorry, I'm just, there's like an elation around this. I feel like there's a chance for you to um, I'm hearing change the way the story's told, because I think that there's been a cycle in your life where patterns have shown to repeat themselves, and you've been working to put an end to those patterns. And now, as this opportunity comes in, as this person comes in, it's going to be a chance for you to tell the story you want it to be told by taking all of the knowledge that you've gained about love and your experiences and using it for the better. Doing things right this time. I'm going to read these cards. Where did I put? I decided to put on some like lipstick today, and I feel so powerful. Not much else to say about that. I just feel really good about myself right now. Which maybe this is like a time for you to feel really good about yourself. Taking Flight is such a beautiful card because it's literally exactly as the name describes. Let me read it. The courage to seize opportunities by letting go of fears. The falcon takes flight towards the desired prey. It can achieve all objectives. Focused on his vision, the falconer lets his mind expand to reach new horizons. Audacity and determination to seize that offered by the world. The oracle says, there's something important that you want, but that will not be offered to you. You have to go get it. If you do not accept your destiny, which is also struggle, you will remain paralyzed on the edge of the abyss. Take the leap. And, you know, it is so interesting that this card came out with pleasure as eternity. I'm just gonna go right into it. Midnight is also noon. Pain is also pleasure. A curse is also a blessing. The night is also the sun. A wise man is also a fool. If joy is allowed, all pains are also allowed. All things are chained, threaded, in love with each other. If you wanted once, twice. If you said, I like happiness, a blow, a moment, you want it all back. Everything again, everything eternal, everything chained, threaded in love. This is how you love the world. Eternals love it forever and every hour, and it will also be said to the world, go, but come back, because every pleasure wants eternity. The oracle says, it is a moment of completeness, attunement, and conscious relationship. It is clear to you what you want, and what you want you can achieve. You may feel lost, but only for a moment. Love of everything and for everything is all around you. And the key is in love, the magic words are eternity and transience, and the power is in eternal return and principle of pleasure, which I'm really taking note of eternal return. I feel like we'll come back to that. I forgot to read the keywords for taking flight, but the keys in perspective, the magic words are vision and expansion, and the power is in the focused mind and go straight to the target. This may be someone that you're pursuing, someone that you have your eyes on, or if it is just like the idea of a relationship, I feel like there's really this need to just like put yourself out in the world, put yourself out there, and have the vulnerability to be recognized. And you know, it's so interesting that these two cards came out because there is such imagery of animals with like the wings on this creature here and the hawks on this card. I went to reach for some other oracle cards for this reading, and I pulled out the divine animal oracles, and I don't use this deck a whole lot in my readings. I wasn't even looking in my bag. I was just like, whatever I pull out, I pull out. But I pulled this one out and the angel messages, so we'll use some of these. I'm gonna pull some animal oracles now. But I do feel like there is this energy of like returning to yourself in a new way, in a way of where I feel like you may have, like maybe there's a pattern in relationships where you kind of lose yourself within them, but this is a love where you're going to find yourself within it. And I don't think that's a sense of like desiring another person to give that to you, but it's more like showing up as your truest self, the self that you've been working towards for so long, and this person revealing parts of yourself you didn't know were there. The kind of thing that can only be found through love. Let's pull some animal cards. We have the hyena, speaks of fear, duality. You know, and it's just so interesting that this energy and message of duality keeps coming forward so strongly. It really feels like this recognized to know that, like, I'm hearing that, like, relationships require dedication and equality. Wow, the seahorse. That's so beautiful. And you know, I'm getting a lot of the way taking flight and pleasure as eternity came out together, and there's kind of this, like, there's like a masculine energy to it. This could be like a same-sex sort of situation. And I especially say that with the seahorse just because in nature, seahorses, the males are the one that gets pregnant. And I feel like there's almost this love of, like, feeling free to express yourself fully. I saw 11:11 when I looked at the time. But I feel like there might be fears that are coming up around the duality of relationships. The fact that, like, it's not always going to be sunshine and rainbows. But that's kind of what's beautiful about it, because, like, relationships take commitment. It takes working through those hard times and finding the value in it, and finding, because through conflict, it reveals truer parts of yourself that you normally wouldn't reveal in most situations. And not being afraid of that, the possibilities of what relationships bring. You might be someone who even avoids relationships at the cost of not hurting yourself or being hurt by another. And I think there's this need to release that fear and know that, like, love is pain, but pain is also love. And knowing that, like, one is not greater than the other. They both have their space within you, and to not let either of them overshadow the other or to hold any significance above the other. I guess I'm repeating myself, but I hope you understand what I mean, that, like, we can't put this feeling of excitement and joy on a pedestal without lowering the like, it's almost like as you raise this, like, idolize this idea of being in love, it causes these moments of pain and heartbreak to drop even lower and make yourself feel even worse. The only person that can truly hurt you is yourself. And I say that lightly because that statement is very wide. That a very broad statement. And I don't mean that in the sense of, like, you can be hurt by another person. But I think that perspective is very important here, in that if you are giving power to pain and allowing it to have such a deep effect on you, you're making it worse than it needs to be. And I say that with grace. I don't want to, like, discount your experiences, because your feelings are incredibly valid, especially for the pain that you've experienced in the past. That's very real. I've dealt with my fair share, and I understand how hard it is. But it's almost like there's such a fear around being hurt that you're, like, expecting it. And you need to know that you will be hurt again. But that pain helps us take note of what we value, of what we don't value, of what we want in ourselves and others. But the seahorse here, it speaks of equality. And I think that this is going to be a relationship that really helps you reframe your perspective on love and pain and all of the experiences that relationships can provide. Because you're, like, this is going to be someone who is, it feels like, on very even keel with you. Like, you don't look to one another as, like, above the other. It's truly like this place of meeting someone where they are and them meeting you where you are, and there being, like, an understanding and a willingness to grow together as equals, to share the world and, like, truly build together. let's pull some more animal oracles. That was quite the tangent. I hope my point got across. We have reliability, the goat. That's beautiful. I'm also getting this energy of protection with how big this goat is and how he's like towering over this home. I almost feel like this is somebody who wants to show up for you. And I'm noticing the way the goat, he's like fused in with this mountain. This feels like somebody who wants to be there for you and show up for you in the ways people haven't in the past. And give you a sense of safety. Like, I almost feel like this person is going to come in and it's like they will help wash your fears away. I had to give that a moment to breathe. Like, I almost feel like they're going to shift your perspective on it all. This might be someone who shows you what it means to show up through all of the highs and lows. We're going to switch to the tarot here at some point, but I just feel called to keep pulling animal cards because we're getting a lot from these right now. You could be really connected with animal spirits, and it may be a very valuable thing to look into spirit animals and maybe get a reading on that. I'm not a spirit animal reader. I cannot get this card out. It fell under my chair. There we go. Wow, the Jackal. Card number 44 speaks of the truth. And the Elephant is on the bottom of the deck. Leadership. Let's pull one more. The Cat. Intuition. Oh, what did that say? There's an affirmation that came through, but I missed it. Truth and intuition. And I honestly feel like this might just be speaking to the fact that your intuition will take you exactly where you need to be. And to trust your instincts. I'm trying to get these cards to like sit flat on this chair. And they're all like sliding away. And again, it's that energy of like any doubts or fears are being washed away by the presence of this person coming in. Because I feel like their energy is going to be so powerful and enact so much change in your life that it's going to completely like cause these like walls of fear to be washed away and to just be like, it's going to give you the chance to surrender to like the truth of the matter that you're allowed to be safe. Because you may be the kind of person who's like very hyper vigilant, always looking for the ways that you're going to be hurt. Oh, we have the owl on the bottom of the deck. I've been seeing owls everywhere. They've been coming up all over the place in my life. And this card speaks of wisdom. And I almost feel like there's going to be some kind of this like understanding between the two of you where I'm also getting this imagery of like a puzzle in how you're like, and this is like such a cheesy, the imagery is so cheesy of like two puzzle pieces perfect for each other, but it's literally like there's some lessons that you both have been trying to learn on your own. And when you come together, it is going to be, you're going to provide the exact wisdom that you both need to expand to your fullest potential. It's almost like this, like this is powerful. The union of these two souls is incredibly powerful. Oh, I really want these cards to just like sit, and they just won't. They keep sliding away. I might need to lower this chair. Hold on. Oh, it's as low as it goes. That's okay. They're just going to slide around, and that's okay. I'm not going to try to control it. And maybe that's another thing, is like this willingness to give up the need for control. It might be a kind of thing where like you meet this person and they're not someone that you want to Um, oh wow, there's 444 over there. The way the owl lined up with the jackal. Um, like, what was I saying? Like, you won't need to control the situation. And again, it's that energy of like being able to um, surrender fully to the connection, surrender to another person, and not feel, and to know that like your surrender is not an act of giving yourself up, but rather allowing the like sensitive parts of yourself to be held. We're going to be using the Wanderer's Tarot. You know, it's so funny. I switch constantly between saying tarot and tarot. Just in some context, like one or the other feels right. I don't know which is more correct. I don't really care. I like saying both, so I'm going to keep saying both. We have a lot of animal oracle cards. There's a lot of animal energy. You might want to look up the spiritual significance of these animals. I don't really know it off the top of my head. Maybe I'll share the PDF that I have. It's like a guidebook on all of these, and it's so beautiful. The way that the guidebook goes into depth about these cards is just so fascinating, because it talks about the lesson that the card's meant to teach, and then it talks about like the mythology of the creatures, or like their aspects of the animals. I'll link it below if you want to read more in depth on these, because there's a lot of, I don't know, the vibe that I'm getting from all of these cards overall is that owl energy of wisdom. It's like a love that is very mature. Yeah, let's pull some tarot. We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like this is a relationship that, like I was saying, with like that energy of expansion, it's going to really break these mindsets that you've had, or these like limiting mindsets you've had around love in the past, and show you how incredible and how beautiful things can get. And to know that like the pain that you've experienced is not the full picture, if that makes sense. You've only gotten tastes of the love you're meant to experience so far. We have the Queen of Wands, a very magnetic energy, but also like a very like inspired energy. Hold on. I'm just getting that this is going to, it's like your, oh, the Two of Swords. Interesting. This is bringing me back to the cat card of intuition. It's like this person's going to teach you to trust yourself more, trust your inner guidance. Through that act of inspiration, allow you to see what true inspired action feels like. And that's not to say that you don't have that within yourself, but it's like having the confirmation of this other person. Like the Two of Swords is a card of indecision. Should I go one way or the other? We have the World on the bottom of the deck. it feels like there's some parts of you where you know what you want to do, and you like internally you know what it feels like to trust your intuition, but it's like you might turn to this person for advice on something, and they're just going to confirm what you were thinking, or in some way they're going to show you something that is, it's like, that truly does it, like, light me up inside. That is something like you're just confirming my intuition. It feels like there's going to be such a connection between you two where you know exactly how to, like, open up the other. There's such an energy of expansion. Like, it is truly, it's just so expansive. I can't think of another word. That's just like the only way to put it. It's like you are each other's, I want to say bone meal, like in Minecraft, how you use bone meal to grow plants. Uh, Fertilizer, that's the word I'm trying to think of. Um, you both nurture one another in a way where you just know exactly how to like push each other to your fullest potential. Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. The Two of Cups. I again, like, there's so much energy of love around this. Like, it's like this union, it causes the swords to just fall away. The cage that you've put yourself in is just going to crumble, to fall away. Uh, hold on, hold on. And with that, I think they're also going to help you find more balance within yourself. The Ace of Cups give you the space to just feel as, like, capable and full as you possibly can. This might be a new love. Um, I'm getting a lot of, like, new love energy. Like, this is a new chance, a new opportunity for you to uh, be the best you can be. I don't know, you know? And we have strength. Like, this is such uplifting energy. Like, this person's just gonna make you feel so powerful, especially with that Queen of Wands with strength. Like, it's just such, oh, there's such an energy of empowerment around this. Tell me more about the Two of Swords. The Moon. The King of Wands. Wow. And the Magician. It feels like there's some kind of, like I don't want to just keep saying it over and over again, but it feels like this person is the puzzle piece that you've been missing. Like, you may have some kind of path that you've been looking to, like some direction you've been trying to find, and this person's going to come in and just, like, reveal it all. And I say that because the Moon is a card of, it's a card of intuition, but also, like, hidden desires. And the King of Wands is, like, very much a card of action. The King of Wands is someone who knows what needs to happen when it needs to happen, and is the first to make that, like, to take that action. They're like the shot caller. And with the Magician, I think it's just like, this person is going to be that energy that pushes you to, like, really do the things you want to do. Make those things feel possible. Huh. Let's pull some more cards. I'm going to put all the animal oracles away, mostly because they're taking up a lot of space on this car seat, and I want to pull more cards. I want to pull like time frame, but also there's like when I think about doing that, my everything in me is like, no, they don't need to know. So I'm not gonna pull for that, because I think Spirit wants to provide for you, surprise you is what I was trying to say. Spirit's gonna come through, and you just need to trust that, because like this is going to come in exactly when you need it, as the blessings always do. And you need to just have faith that this is meant for you and claim it before it gets here. This is beautiful energy, and you deserve it. You deserve to be loved. I just saw the Ace of Swords when I split the deck. I feel like there's a sense of honesty there. I'm really taking note of how, like, I'm seeing that duality of the Ace of Swords as well, where it's like your tongue is, as this deck describes it, your tongue is your sword, and you have to be wise in how you use it, because when it can either be something that cuts down walls, or it's something that can cut through enemies. And I almost feel like there's this vulnerability that's able to take place between you, where you can say exactly what you're thinking, and without fear of again, that energy of like fears being replaced by faith. You can speak your mind and not be afraid to. Like, this person will hold space for you to be exactly who you are. And the Devil was on the bottom of the deck, which I feel like is just speaking to that aspect of like, no matter the shadow aspects of yourself, it's like this is somebody who will hold you with grace the way you would with them. We have the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. That is crazy. I'm confused about the Eight of Swords here. I'm actually going to shuffle again. You know, I'm actually feeling called to just put those away, because I didn't even mean for these to come out yet. But we'll just take note of that energy. Again, with the Eight of Swords, it's almost giving this vibe that you don't feel deserving of that kind of joy. Especially with me putting the cards back like that. There was so much positive energy there. So much self-love, so much love in union, so much possibility of happiness with the Ten of Cups. And the Page of Wands just feeling like this pure inspiration of what's possible. And then the Eight of Swords, like inciting this fear of being like, is this real? Is this possible? Am I allowed to just have this kind of like free-flowing ease? And yes, of course you are. You are inherently worthy of love. Have you seen yourself? Take a look in the mirror. Look at how beautiful you are. Look at all that you have done and the grace that you've held navigating difficult situations. What makes you think you don't deserve love? Is that really you? Is that really you talking? Or is that your shadow? Is that the parts of yourself that have been hurt in the past? Are those the parts of yourself that need it the most? I think they are. You need to know that your person is out there, and you're meant to find them, and you're meant to be treated with love and respect. Wow, I'm like really, I feel like we really need to shuffle the deck, you know. I saw the Emperor when I split the deck. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else does the viewer need to know? The Seven of Cups. Dream big. Know that it's not just a fantasy. The love that you desire exists because it exists within you. So it has to be out there. Have faith in that. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And that's again that message of patience. That's why Spirit's not really giving us a sense of timing. It's just like you just need to focus on yourself, take care of yourself, like treat yourself like the lover that you want, and the lover that you want will come. By creating that within yourself, you're creating it externally as well. Trust the process. Enjoy the process. The Ten of Wands. This tells me that the hardest parts are over. All of the hardships that you've experienced were to teach you some lessons, to give you the strength to, I like, more than anything, show you how strong you are. And ooh, Two of Swords. There's kind of a weight on me when that came out. Can I get one more? But it's time for some beautiful things to come in. It's time for you to allow the beautiful things to come in. Ace of Wands. And they're coming. It might even come out of the blue. Like, my brain just went all over the place. I feel like I was just pure channeling for a minute there, and now I'm like, we need to ground ourselves a little bit. Getting swept away in the just the beauty of it all. I'm hearing the time will come. I actually feel called to read the Ace of Wands. It's kind of been a thing for me recently. I'm like having to like relearn tarot. Which is, at first when I've been looking at cards and like, I don't know, it just feels like there's more aspects to them that I haven't been picking up on recently. So I don't know, I'm having to appreciate the beauty of learning again, and knowing that like there's always more to learn about everything. And I'm still new to tarot, but it's like once you get to a place of confidence, that's really when you start to learn. The Ace of Wands. You have life force in abundance, and you are required to use it now for embarking on new journeys or as a gift to display the strength you have gained. Start now. I feel like that's what I was just saying. Mostly the aspect of like, it's yours. You can use it, or shit. Sorry, wrong part. You are required to use it now for embarking on new journeys. Like, the experiences that you've been through were to show you how powerful you are, and what you are capable of doing, and knowing how worth it you are. The Wanderer's staff is strong and useful for many purposes, and now it's yours. You can use it to ward off danger, point the way, or like a scepter, be wise in the way you use this power. And I think it's a little synchronistic in the way that I was talking about, like, being in this position of feeling like a learner all over again when it comes to tarot. That might be how you feel in this relationship. It's a chance for you to learn love in a new light, learn relationships in a new light, to know what it feels like to truly work together with a person, and not be kind of like fighting, like, I mean, having to fight. Like, I think that this is love in a way of truly feeling like a collaboration, working with another person instead of working to keep another person, I'm hearing, or to maybe keep another person around. Like, this is a chance. You're done chasing, and now it's all about you. Like, this is the kind of person where you get to live your best life, and this person's just with you for the ride, doing their thing as well. And you're just two beautiful souls on your... The star is on the bottom of the deck. Is that not, like, the star in the Six of Cups? It literally, like, it's giving such, like, powerhouse energy. This feeling of, like, two people who see their worth, who see how capable they are, coming together, and it's like nothing in the world could stop them, because they're such an inspiration to one another. I just fucking opened the deck on the sun. That Like, you're going to be your own guiding lights. You're going to be each other's guiding light. Overall, you're just this, like, a couple of queens of wands that the whole world will turn to be like, show us the way. You may not give yourself enough credit for how powerful you are. The Ace of Wands being our final card, it being like the result, I truly feel like there's some kind of bestowment taking place. Oh, you know what? There was a word that came through in my vocabulary app this morning that I'm trying to, a bestowal. Like, it's literally, this relationship is a bestowal of, like, all of the work that you have done. And I know I keep saying that over and over again. You might be sick of hearing it, but Spirit wants to drive it home that, like, this is your reward. And it's not going to be easy per se, but it's going to be beautiful. And it's not going to be challenging in a way that challenges have been before. Like, this is challenges in a whole new light. I just saw 111 when I looked at the clock. This is love in a whole new light. Working with another person in a whole new light. This is love, anger, pain, sadness, joy, excitement, and passion and drive in a whole new light. Like, truly, this is where it all begins. And I think you're really going to watch you become the most powerful you've ever been by finding this person. And the Seven of Cups just keeps telling me that you need to know that it's out there, to know that it's possible, and know that you deserve it. I just split the deck on Judgment, and below it is the Seven of Wands, and I feel like that means doing whatever it takes to, like, make this happen for yourself. But also, I think it's more, like, being it, like, because the Seven of Wands speaks of, like, in this deck it says you know what challenges you have to overcome and you are more than capable. And the Ace of Wands also is speaking of that, like, having that power, being a powerful force. But with the Seven of Wands, it's like, you see a challenge ahead of you and you're just going to, like, fucking go for it. Oh, there we go. Like, look at him. There's no fear. There's no trepidation. He's fucking grabbing that wand and doing it because he knows he has to. Like, you've done so much healing on your own that you're ready to take on the healing that has to take place between another person. And I love that for you. You are more than ready. You are so prepared. And Spirit is incredibly proud of you. That's interesting. The Pleasure is Eternity card got flipped over somehow. It's upside down. Your whole world's about to be flipped upside down. In a good way. In a very divine and beautiful way. And I think you really need to claim it for yourself that you are ready to experience this kind of powerful love. I'm going to pull some angel messages, and then we will be on our way. I'm going to put the Wicca Oracle cards away. What do the angels have to say? What messages of confirmation or positive? Patience. Now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student because in the future you will synthesize your knowledge into action. That is so synchronistic to what I was just talking about. That energy of being a student again. And just giving into that feeling of learning what it's all about. We have Athena. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. All of these messages are just like doubling down on everything we've been talking about this whole time. It's so beautiful. Crystal, have faith and hope because there is something positive and new on the horizon that you can't see yet. I'm telling you, you're on the cusp. It is right there, and just you wait. It's going to come in and knock you off your feet. Oceana, take action. You're in touch with your truth in this situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. Merlina, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. You know, and I think this mostly speaks to like a lack of clarity on what this is all going to look like, how these things are going to manifest. Give me some clarity on that Merlina card. We have Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Yeah, it almost feels like trying to over-intellectualize the possibilities. Like you may be so... I don't know, I feel like you might desire love so deeply that you might just feel so lost as to like where you're going to end up, who you're going to end up with. And with this card, I feel like there's really a need to just center yourself and remember that you are a beautiful individual on your own, and that these things will come in time. But it's going to be okay. This isn't going to be a process that is filled with obstacles. It's not going to be something difficult. It's going to bring a sense of peace and comfort and clarity. Like you're going to be so incredibly sure. I don't think there's going to be any kind of doubt in your mind when this energy comes through. And you just need to know that you're being guided along that path, that the universe is showing you the way, and just divinely orchestrating this whole thing. And you need to just have faith and trust the process. Our last card is Francesca. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. That is the perfect message to close this out with. And I'm actually going to read it again. What do you desire right now? Visualize it and it will come about. Negativity will block your progress. Keep a positive mindset. Know that you deserve the love that you desire. Know that the love that you desire exists. And enjoy yourself. Because things are about to get incredibly beautiful. And things are already incredibly beautiful. So have some appreciation for where you stand right now and just go with the flow, babe. Yeah. I hope this reading provided some confirmation or clarity on what you already intuitively know. I very much hope this resonated. Yeah, I'm sending you so much love and light, and so is Spirit. Your spirit guides are with you and protecting you every step of the way. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do so by reaching out to me on Instagram at Full Mental Alchemy with an underscore before and after. And you should also check out my music. I just released an EP last month, and it's really fucking good. So I would appreciate if you check that out. Yeah, and I'll link that the guidebook to the Animal Oracle deck if you want to go and read through some of the cards that we pulled today, or some of the other ones. There might be some animal spirits that call out to you. But with that, I'm going to head out. This has been Full Mental Alchemy. I love you so much. My name is Calum. I hope you have a wonderful moment in time. I will see you next time. Bye.